All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Couch Cats Seasonal Guild Leaderboard. We are on week 5 of this season being number 1, first, and hopefully not only. Unless Mike incorporates it into the game, then hell yeah, let's do that. Um, but yeah, week 5 of season 1. It's been awesome to see. I will say across the board, there's a little bit less movement than what I would have expected, I guess. Um, but yeah, without further ado, let's just actually get into this stuff, right? Let's just actually start talking here.
Yeah, let's
So
do it.
let's do it. Welcome to the Celestial tier. Don't know, and you're new here, Celestial tier is our top tier, matches the rarities in the game. What do you know? Sometimes we do things smartly. So we broke this out in the top 25, 5 tiers, 5 guilds in each tier. The math works out. 5 times 5 is 25. We got you. All right. Celestial tier. We have Babel, The Forest, Golden Arrows, Stay in Chat, and Still Friendly. So, excuse me. Biggest things here to notice is one, freaking Babel is just continuing to dominate in the lead. They've expanded their lead incredibly so, and honestly, we have like 3 more weeks of this, but potentially. With only 3 more weeks, I think it's safe to say that Babel's going to win unless the Forest actually do something and to catch up. Which I don't know. Forest got to step up.
We have a Beyblade member saying they're at war with Forest right now. So it's
that's probably going to determine a lot of things. So
that'll do something.
Yeah. So good luck. GG's. I'm calling Babel winning that one as well. Anyways, then we have Golden Arrows and Stay in Chat. If you don't know, Stay in Chat is renamed from Step and Chill. Same guild, different name. Golden Arrows and Stay in Chat, SNC, are super close to, so we could potentially see Golden Arrows dying off, and coming, not dying off, Golden Arrows dropping down the 4th. However, like you see here on the screen with this comment, Stay in Chat, due to some of the things that have happened over this past week, their guild is kind of dying. Huh?
What could it have been, dude?
Oh, just a controversial update. I don't know. We never covered it, right? So,
Yeah,
no.
I know.
But yeah, so Stay in Chat, I actually do think we'll start to see them drop down to lower tiers over the next 3 weeks. I think Still Friendly will be able to catch up by then, to at least kick them to 5th probably, because Stay in Chat, their leader is gone from the game and another player is gone from the game. Some big hitters, right, are walking away from the game. So I think Golden Arrows is still safe in 3rd for now. I think it's going to be up to Still Friendly, who actually pushed Heaven and Hell out of the Celestial tier, and to join the Celestial tier again. So congrats to Still Friendly. I know we were giving them a little bit of shit last week, the whole Friendly conglomerate, because they were all losing spots across the leaderboard. So congrats to them for stepping up again. Good to see them back up at the top 5. And sucks to suck, Heaven and Hell, Cutie, Dark. I don't know. Do better, I guess.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I love it too because like Dark's like, we're just Heaven and Hell, man. I'm like, has it even been a month since you've been in that guild? Like, how long have you been in Heaven and Hell?
But for a while.
Yeah, so my thoughts, Beyblade continues to grow. That's what we predicted. I think they're untouchable right now. The Forest, I'm really interested to see how the war plays out and how that EXP kind of rolls in between that war, especially between 2 Titans, right? Golden Arrows, I'm hoping they maintain in Celestial for a little bit longer. Personal friends in there, shout out to Aged and Ace, who's here tonight, and Tuna, and there's Bleep. Are you in Golden Arrows? Are you the 4th member? It's a 4-member guild, everyone. So it's amazing what they're able to accomplish. Stay in Chat. They're soaking EXP. They're just going to be like I don't even know, like a freaking drifting, a boat adrift, if you will. So yeah, they're just going to be there until a guild like Still Friendly or someone from Legendary pops up and has to eventually just they're stay and chill or stay in chat, wherever you want to call them now. They became the Death Star within our own leaderboard. If you think about it,
Ooh.
they soaked up EXP
Yeah.
and now they're dead. So it's a body you have to climb over. So very interesting to see where that barrier, who can surpass SNC. Golden Arrows, I'm really hoping you stay. I'm really hoping you do. And Still Friendly, I think it's a fluke. That's my
Okay.
thoughts. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a fluke.
Okay, interesting. So I'll Chol asked a question, does it calculate EXP loss from Guild Wars? It absolutely does. In fact, the reason why Heaven and Hell is no longer in the Celestial tier is because they lost EXP from last week compare like overall. So like just make sure everyone's tracking right. Like the seasonal guild leaderboard, we compared the current week with the data from February 1st, which was the first day of the league. But still, between last week when we covered the seasonal leaderboard and this week when we covered the seasonal leaderboard, instead of Heaven and Hell gaining more EXP, they lost. So that's why they actually dropped down, and Still Friendly was able to climb back up. So
Wow. You
yeah,
hate to see it.
you hate to see it.
But that's
All
how
right.
one war, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Oh, well, it was I think
multiple,
Cutie,
right?
yeah, Cutie and Dark were saying it was about two guilds that they guild wars that they were tracking
Yeah.
that they lost. So all right. On to the legendary tier.
Wow, that's some good enhancement there, brother.
Wow. All right, so in the legendary tier, we have Heaven and Hell, Wolfblood, the Knights Who Say Ye, Friendly 2, and Gorilla Wizards. The only movement here, well, not only, but it's some pretty big movement, right? Heaven and Hell dropped down from the Celestial tier down to Legendary, like we covered. Wolfblood actually moved up a spot. They took over the Knights Who Say Ye spot. And then Friendly 2 and Gorilla Wizards were able to hold on and be consistent to the rest of their um to the rest of their people. Wait, we have no music, I realized.
Oh,
No
sorry, man.
dramatic music?
I left and it
Come
disabled it.
on. No, it's all good. Yeah, because it doesn't give me perms.
Yeah.
Broken.
Hold on. I picked
Anyways.
hold on, chat. I picked a really good one.
Yeah. We're setting the atmosphere here. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying? Okay. Cool. So yeah, not much movement in the legendary other than Still Friendly moving up and Heaven and Hell moving down. I'm sure so professional. We are the most
Well,
professional.
Loch Ness, what's so
stream.
professional? TBC staying in Epic for the rest of their life. Haha, get wrecked, nerd.
But yeah, I don't have
Was that pretty
much
good?
else to cover for the legendary tier. So, what do you got?
Okay, yeah. So for legendary, Heaven and Hell, I think will hold on to the top, but Wolfblood it did grow, but he's been on a decline. And I keep saying this.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. They're not who they used to be. Hirith is their leader now. That's probably why they're declining. Because Hirith keeps changing their name every 5 minutes. You can't trust someone who does that. So yeah, he's going to eventually drop. Friendly 2 is stagnant. Gorilla Wizards stagnant, but honestly, I see more active Gorilla Wizards these days when I'm kind of sniping chat for chat disasters in our Discord server. If you know, you know. Yeah, I think legendary, the most movement's going to come from people shifting out. Again, the EXP difference will continue to grow from the top and then the bottom placements within these tiers.
Right.
But yeah, I think we're going to see a more steady rollout.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, it's going to take a minute for Celestial to even get over stay in chat if they become the bottom tier, right?
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how far Friendly 2 falls, because they're going to fall. And yeah, we'll see. We have people in chat kind of updating us here and there, but yeah, I want to see what guilds are actually remaining active. But that's all I got.
Yeah. So I like how you mentioned the top position and the bottom position are gaining in EXP regardless of what guild is there. Because last week that wasn't the case. We actually saw in one tier that where the bottom position actually lost EXP. So, but that was a rare moment. Normally, we've seen across the board regardless of what position, every position is gaining some type of EXP, so it's going to be a lot harder to climb. That being said, let's move over to the next tier, which is
I will
Epic
say,
tier.
listen, when we roll out the retirement guild leaderboard as like a special one-off, we're going to be number 1, and you're all going to be jealous. That's all I can say. That's all right. I can say.
That's right.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Welcome to like intermission before season 2. Welcome to the retirement leaderboard. It's Couch Cat, it's Death Star, and
stay in chat.
Stay in chat, brother.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Top guilds right there. All right. Epic tier. So in the Epic tier, we have the Peaceful Crusade, who's moved up 1 position, Murder of the Universe, Babel Bootcamp, Midnight Rain, and the
what
Titans.
The heck? When did this become a thing?
This became a thing. So, props, first and foremost, props to the Peaceful Crusade. They're consistently gaining just slightly under a mil of EXP every week, it seems. They're staying consistent. They're fighting their way back to the top of the Epic tier. I mean, I would love to see them get into the Legendary tier. All they have to do is gain 2 to 3 mil for this push this coming week, and they can make it. Do I think they can make 2 to 3 mil EXP? It's going to be so hard, considering they're a PvE guild. Not because they're not trying, but because they're already handcuffed from the PvE aspect. But based off of how Grill Wizards has been grinding, if they do about 2 to 3 mil push this coming week, they could actually get into the Legendary tier. So we'll see what happens. Babel 2 renamed their name to Babel Bootcamp. So there's that. And Midnight Rain, who we saw last week skyrocket out of nowhere. They moved up 14 positions last week. This week they're moving up 2. So in total, 16 positions within the past 2 weeks, which is insane to me. And I have a feeling we'll continue to see them grind unless they get burnt out. Hopefully not. I would love to see them crush this Epic tier now. So props to James. See you in chat. And the rest of your guild. That's awesome work. What you got, Ryan?
Yeah, sad to see TBC move up just kind of like out of default, right? MOU, we've called it sinking ship as well. They're going to make their rounds throughout the available tiers to drop out of.
Yeah.
We had King Cows in our Discord server kind of talk about the impact, or the less of it. Yeah, the impact with their guild EXP this week. They're going to try experimenting with flip-flopping between Everwinter and Arcan,
right?
To try some new stuff out. But yeah, it's sad to see them not grow. Like you said, we inherently know PvE guilds have it rough. Veggie eaters are inherently at a disadvantage, but we'll see Murder Universe drop down, and if we have no crazy movement out of the elite, they're going to, at least these PvE guilds will hang on for a little bit. I mean, Titans is just barely there. We're going to mention this in the elite tier, but Fred got wrecked with Cult dropping down. So Titans is barely holding on in Epic. Midnight Rain, I'm interested too, James. Are you going to continue to climb, or is this where you stall? Another, I would say, a fan favorite, or chat favorite, from where they came from Rare to where they are now. And yeah, Beyblade Bootcamp. Good name choice, I guess. All doing push-ups over there or something. But yeah, Epic, revolving door. And the thing is, EXP gap is still there between Epic and Legendary. So it all depends. Who stalls? Is Legendary full of people who are just quitting or like slowing down till Easter? Or is Epic climbing? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Cool. So moving on to the elite.
Ew. Hold on. We got Manastoria.
Oh man,
bro, we played that game like 4 years ago. Come on, man. What, you're in the tree dungeon that has like 200 freaking floors?
Hell yeah. Let's play some Manastoria.
I say that's a cop out. I think Colt just failed. There you go. Move on.
Hot take.
Hot take, Colts failure. Fred led it to failure. All right, let's go.
Okay. Elite tier. We have the Colt, Ornate Garden, Friendly, Knights of the Internet, and Rain Factory. Colt dropped down to 2 positions. You heard it here first, folks. Fred saying the guild has moved on to Manastoria.
Yeah.
So that's why they're
Cop
dropping
out.
down.
Fake news.
Again, I do want to highlight that Friendly has found their groove, their steady movement.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good point, Fred. But we're a retirement guild, so that you have no excuse. Anyways,
Yeah, you have no excuse, Fred, loser.
now, if you said you were a retirement guild, we would have respected that.
Yeah, you don't get any respect. Is Colt on the legacy leaderboard, Fred? We can check that later. We can check that later, brother. You know, we'll see.
Anyways, spicy. Yes, so good on Friendly. They found their groove, their steady point. Well, I think they'll stay here. Maybe Rain Factory beats them out in 2 weeks. I'll give them 2 weeks. I don't think in the first week, but definitely 2 weeks. And then yeah, Rain Factory has moved up 2 positions, and they are now into the elite tier. They're no longer in the bottom 5 guilds of the leaderboard. So that's awesome. Congrats to them. Keep on keeping on. That's all I have to say.
Damn, Fred hitting us hard, dude. Who's Fred, by the way? Anyway, all right. So this is probably the best tier because this is where people will kind of prove like if they're in it or not, right?
Okay.
And I'm excited for Rain Factory. I am in their corner. I believe in Rain Factory. I'm hoping. I know we have a lot of RF members in here, but yeah, I want you to continue to climb. Now, we kind of make light of it with the numbers, like the EXP gap, but 2 mil to 4 mil, I don't think it's unreasonable. So Rain Factory, keep going. Koi is doomed. You know, I got mixed up with Yi earlier, which is sad because they're both in like kind of the same state, right?
Right.
So Koi is doomed. Just climb over their body. Friendly is doomed. Climb over their body. But Orna Garden, I'm sure they're still active. King Canopy is still in the game, right, chat? I'm hoping they're still in the game. But I'm thinking OG and RF are going to continue to climb in Elite. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see who gets pushed into Elite once the bodies kind of, you know, they drift lower and lower.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
People are saying I'm a big Rain Factory fan. I know the name's just cool. It's almost it's definitely cooler than Midnight Rain. All right, that's for sure.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
The Fight of the Rain.
If you have Rain in your name, you're automatically just too cool. You know.
Fair enough. All right. Last and final tier here is the rare tier. This consists of the bottom 5 guilds. And actually, talking about seeing those bodies drift, that's what's happening this week in the rare tier. First and foremost, we have Solid Step. We have the Russian name. I looked it up this time before the stream. It is Space. That is what it translates to in English.
Yeah, Card definitely. He said that last time.
Yeah, I'm just confirming.
Okay. You're just taking his thunder. He's not here to say it himself.
I can't trust these people in chat. Come on now. They could be saying anything. They could be saying the pigs are flying right now, and what? We're going to believe them? No. Anyways, then we have Fairy Tale, we have Deadly Cute, and the Crimson Offensive. So yeah, we got 3 guilds that are dying out: Solid Step, Space, and Fairy Tale, completely dying out. And then we have 2 guilds here, which I'm actually pretty impressed by. Deadly Cute, they moved up 1, so they're gaining. But more importantly, the Crimson Offensive. So last week we saw Midnight Rain with moving 14 positions. The Crimson Offensive was actually in 35th place last week. They're now, and so we don't even cover that.
Yeah.
But now they moved up 10 to 25. So pretty happy to see that. I hope to see that they actually continue.
With like 16 members, right? That's what I just looked. There's 16 people.
Well, there we go. So maybe they cleaned house and they started to grind some more. But I think that's awesome. So good on them. However, that meant because they joined the top 25, we lost a guild from last week, and that was the Order of Ramnus or whatever.
Good.
Uh,
Their name, all the German guilds, Order
yeah.
of Ramus, Ramonus, whatever the heck. Too hard to say. If you have a hard name, get out. Get out of the guild leaderboard.
Yeah, so good job, Crimson Offensive. You took them out.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Pretty proud of you. Make our life easier. Keep up the good work. I would like to see them continue on a trajectory like Midnight Rain, where hopefully next week we could see Crimson Offensive breaking out into the next tier. And I think it's possible if they were to actually grind, because they are a PvP guild. So there we have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Keeban was saying Fairy Tail needs a roster change. It's draft diff, dude. Like they're picking the wrong players for the raids, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think this is, I keep saying, like, oh, revolving door, but like Rare is really on the down. Like it's on the it's down bad. It's on the decline. Salt Step dying, Russians dying, Fairy Tail. We knew this would not last though. We called Fairy Tail. Deadly Clute fairly new, so hopefully they're not dying. And I'm thinking Crimson Offensive will probably, if they're on the same trajectory, they could easily close the gap, and Fairy Tail can continue just to fall, lower, and Deadly Clute and Crimson Offensive. I mean, these two guilds, if they just maintain, they might end up as like the new ceiling in Rare.
Right.
So, I mean, do that what you will. Take advantage and maybe push to Elite, because the EXP gap from Rare to Elite is, it's minute almost at this point. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens here. Chat, since we have your attention, is there any other guild that we're not seeing that could punch into Rare? I'll give you a couple of seconds, because I'm wondering if there's another, in the shadows.
Just like 26th position,
Yeah, like plus whatever. Like, you have my Sentinel. Why are you here? You said you weren't going to be here. We planned for you not to be here. Very interesting. Tom, listen, guys. Everything's in jest. Our guild's retired. We made it to the legacy leaderboard before you were even born. Okay, it doesn't matter anymore. We're retired. That's why we have That's why you have so much time to highlight your achievements. But if your guild's not performing, what do you want us to do? Lie about it?
Ooh-wee, I like Lane's response. SNC will punch into Rare.
Oh man, that's the exact opposite take. But thank you, Lane. Jeez, they're still here. I think. I don't know.
Did them dirty. Did them dirty.
Toasty will never let that go, dude. All right. Yeah, I guess no one has any eyes on, but it'll be interesting to see.
Alcool Emmy has one. You should read it.
No, that's a trap, dude. I'm not reading that out loud. I will highlight it. Yeah, maybe if King Cows was here, he'd fucking read that shit.
Yeah. For sure.
No, that's that. There's no way.
I bet that. Yeah,
that's a real guild.
Mean, why not?
Demonetized. Thank you, Tio. You're a YouTube mod. Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. It's a good week.
Lane is in SNC.
Oh, that makes sense, Lane. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, interesting to see Beyblade untouched. And
oh yeah, they're not going anywhere.
It's just kind of like ignore Celestial for a little bit, and let's just watch like the hell it is below.
Yeah, it's going to be a scrap for the below. I think the top 3 at this point, if SNC disappears, definitely is going to just be solidified. So, I do want to cover some general notes about this leaderboard right now. Now that we covered the different tiers, so just a little fun facts for you guys. There are a total of 8 PvE guilds on the leaderboard. Majority of those actually reside in the elite tier, so I can list them off real fast.
Sure,
I have that information up. Stay in chat is SNC is now a PvE guild. You have the Peaceful Crusade, which is by far, I don't count SNC as a PvE guild. So TPC has done a great job as the best representative for PvE guilds. The Titans is another one. They're in the same tier as TPC, so good job there. Then you have Ornate Garden. Friendly is actually a PvE guild. The Knights of the Internet, so Koi, they are actually a PvE guild, and then Solid Step and Deadly Cute.
Wow, never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah,
That Koi, like V Koi,
yeah,
would be freaking PvE, dude.
yeah. So it seems like those guilds that used to be at the top, who are now struggling to be relevant, all went to PvE.
Just to like preserve, like just to,
yeah, I think it's a preservation
to not be like free EXP.
Yep, exactly, and lose EXP. So of the top 25 seasonal leaderboard, 7 guilds are actually in the top 25 leaderboard in game. So the leaderboard, the top 25 you see here, 7 of those guilds right now are not in the top 25 in-game leaderboard that the SimpleMMO has. Ornate Garden actually has the biggest positive change in leaderboard comparing our leaderboard versus the game one. They are 17th in the seasonal, so our leaderboard, and 38th in the in-game leaderboard.
Okay.
Murder of the Universe actually has the biggest negative change in leaderboard. They're 12th in the seasonal leaderboard, and they're 3rd in the in-game leaderboard. So that's one of those big hitters that's dropping down. Of the 8 PvE guilds on this leaderboard, 6 of them has had a positive change in leaderboard when comparing ours versus the in-game one. The only 2 that do not have a positive change in position is Friendly and the Knights of the Internet. Probably because they grinded so hard in the beginning, they're now retirement guilds. Well, less than a retirement guild, really. So that I thought was interesting. And of course, the difference between first place and 25th place in our leaderboard is about 73 mil guild EXP, which is absolutely insane to me. Did not expect that. Well, I mean, it really does show a lot of how like 25th place could be so little compared to the top 5. So that's wild. Yeah, those are the general stats.
Chat, what are you? TPC, stop being degens, okay? Enough with whatever you're talking about. Yeah, if I was just kind of like hopping in the rare, I'd be like, oh shit. If that was the XP gap, right? Be like, okay, yeah. That's not attainable right now.
No, there's no way anyone, because Babel, the number 1, if you look at our weekly guild stats video yesterday, they got like 18 or 19, no, I forget, somewhere around there, 18 to 19 mil in gold. Last week they got 22 mil, and that's the top guild. There's no way Crimson Offensive could get 73 within 1 week when the best guilds aren't even near that.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if Beyblade ever, I don't know, split, so to speak, like not intentionally, but like if co-leads or officers were just like, I wonder if I can do this too. You know what I mean? I wonder if that would cause some EXP loss. I mean, it would for sure, but I wonder if that would ever be a thing. Because like every once in a while, someone wants to break away and do their own, try it themselves. Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, right now they're just kind of like Icarus. They're on their way to the sun, and the only way they're going to drop is if they go into the sun and drop themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting stats, man.
Yeah.
Chul says we die on this hill together. You say that now until one of you gets a girlfriend. That's a WoW joke, by the way. If you've ever played WoW, there's so many. There's so many like the girlfriend ruined the guild copy pastas out there. It's funny. I used to read that all the time when I was younger. All right, sweet. That's the 4th week. That's the 4th update for the 5th week of the leaderboard because we're a week behind.